What's going on, everyone? I'm Chase, and welcome back to another movie review. The movie I want to take a look at right now is The Eyes of Tammy Faye, so let's break this down. An intimate look at the extraordinary rise, fall, and redemption of televangelist Tammy Faye Bakker. This is also going to start a slew of reviews of just films I'm going to be catching up on throughout the end of the year, and especially films that might have awards buzz or chatter or whatever. I'm going to start catching up. So this is one of them. It fell into my lap. So let's do this. I was looking forward to this film a lot. And when I heard that Jessica Chastain was going to play Tammy, Andrew Garfield was going to play Jim, all on board. Michael Showalter directing it, that's an interesting curveball right there. He's always been a part of like the Wet Hot American Summer movie and television show. He's one of the co-creators of Search Party, which is a fantastic HBO Max show. Check it out. Also directed The Big Sick, which is a great romantic dramedy. The guy has range, and I absolutely just love seeing the evolution of his career. And now he's going to be tackling this, which is a biopic of Tammy and Jim and just their impact that they had as televangelists. So, yeah, all the components of like a great movie were just swirling together and just coming in for this one. So, and I don't think I even saw a trailer. I was just excited because I heard just the people behind the camera, in front of the camera, making it, and so I didn't really need to see anything. I saw it. It is in the range of just okay to good. Like it's in that like kind of gray zone a little bit where it's just like there's a lot of fantastic things about this film. But at the end of the day, and this is why I can't rate it any higher than I'm going to, it's just a normal biopic. It really doesn't add much flair or much difference to what we've seen in the past in terms of biopics. Kind of tells it in a very linear story. We start out with a future Tammy Bakker, and then we flash back to when she was a child, and then we kind of just we leap off from there until we get back to the bookend point from the beginning of the film. And so it really doesn't do much. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff that was excluded from the script and their story and just some of the important plot points. A lot of it's condensed down, so it just happens really quick. So in terms of actual biopics, really doesn't do much to like impress me in terms of like standing out. It gets the job done. It's not a bad thing. It just gets the job done. Also, another thing I was kind of iffy on before I get to like the slew of fantastic things about this. I love Michael Showalter. I really do. And he's a keen sense of for comedy, and he also does for drama. I've seen it time and time again with all of his projects he's been associated with. Is this the right story to do both? So, this story is very sad of Tammy and just her blind loyalty to her husband and her getting wrapped up into this and her conflicted on many things that Jim is spouting out and all the people that are around her, including other reverends, that they're the nonsense that they're spouting out. Like she's very conflicted. It's a very sad portrait of this person, and we're kind of just seeing her go down this dark path. So it lends itself to be drama, even in some sense a horror film. But Michael Showalter also kind of injects comedic elements to it, and I don't really know if that is right for this one. Yes, they were funny, but when I think about the whole movie as a package, it really doesn't make sense to inject this with those comedy, I guess, bits. Like, I don't know, it was just very, very strange. Now, on the flip side, what Tammy and Jim are doing is absolutely ridiculous and appalling, and, like, I hate, just as a side note, I hate televangelists. I think what they do is just disgusting. And so maybe Michael Showalter, that was just kind of his interpretation of like, hey, these are just clowns on stage, and like I just want to make them a mockery. And so, injecting this kind of like humor to just kind of show the ridiculousness of it and balance it with the horrors and the drama that Tammy is going through. I mean, I get where he's coming from, and maybe I'm just totally off base with that, but I didn't really feel the need for this to have any type of comedic relief at all. The bits that we had with comedy, like, yeah, they got a chuckle out of me, but like, I don't know, I felt kind of weird afterwards. I was thinking about, I was like, I don't know, was that the right move to do comedy in this as well? So maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm just being over dramatic. But okay, so that is it out of just the stuff that I thought was okay to like whatever, right? Everything else in this movie is great. So let me go ahead and start with the makeup and hairstyling, because I know that that's what this movie is going to be gunning for the most for the Oscars. Outstanding. The prosthetics on Jessica's face, on Andrew's face, the cheeks, the way they lifted up this fake cheek line and bone area. Yeah, it's a little goofy at first, but then you get used to it. And then when you see the actual people, they did a heck of a job emulating that. So, yeah, I thought the prosthetics were outstanding. The makeup on Tammy's face when it comes to the the eyes and the mouth and everything, totally what Tammy looked like. And I thought that was just absolutely extraordinary. The actual the hairstyling as well is also really great. Even on Andrew, getting the hairline just right and like dipping it back just right, and even fixing Andrew's face to look a little bit more puffy, just like Jim's. Breathtaking. Really great stuff. Whoever was on the makeup team and prosthetics and hair, you guys did a fantastic job. Also, a really great thing about this is that even though the biopic itself, the actual story, it gets the job done. There's really nothing crazy about it. The performances in this drive this movie, and they drove my my 2 hour and 6 minute runtime to the finish line. Like, I was just enamored, and I was glued to the screen by every single little thing that Jessica did and that Andrew did. They are some of the best performances I've seen all year. I think they really commit to this movie. I think that's the best word to describe it. They 1000% commit to these roles, and I really felt it in everything that they did. Really just taking you along this emotional roller coaster, especially with like Tammy's perspective and the conniving, sinister path that Jim takes you on. It's just like, oh, what a bad guy. They sold it. Like, there are moments that you just absolutely hate Andrew. There are moments that even though you're conflicted about what Tammy's doing, like, you still feel for her. And it's all through the performances. All just a very a powerful but also kind of nuanced approach to it. Because you could go easily over the top and you can make these caricatures. They do not do that. They ride that line, and they just really make you feel sorry for these people. They make you feel disgusted by them. Like, it's a really great, like I said, roller coaster of emotions that you go through. So Jessica Chastain, Andrew Garfield, if one of them gets nominated, I wouldn't be upset. It's really great work from both of them. And the last thing I wanted to Vincent D'onofrio is in it as like the main reverend. It reminded me of the Kingpin days in Daredevil, where he just shows up on screen. You're like, I don't want to mess with that guy. Really kind of had just this very quiet, kind of brooding, powerful approach to his character, and it was effective because even like with Jim and Tammy, who are super big in the televangelist community, even this person made them scared. Like, and so Vincent D'onofrio brought that power to this role, and really also kind of exposed just the hypocrisies in evangelists and televangelists, and it's not about religion at all. It's about the money, Lebowski. So like, that character just really shining a terrible light on the entire thing. It's just really great stuff. And so, and I'm trying to think of who else was in this that was very notable. Cherry Jones, who plays Tammy's mother, she was like the voice of reason, and even she said some crazy things, and I was like, and when she's the voice of reason telling her daughter to like not go down this path, she's like, this isn't Christianity. What is this? You're doing TV shows? Like what? And even questioning like their buying habits, like who's gonna pay for this house and everything. So like, I really liked her. She was the heart of the film for sure. But yeah, everyone did a fantastic job. And like I said, the last thing I want to jump into before I wrap this up is the production design, costume, art direction, all that stuff. Divine. Like every single set piece that they had, I felt like it was lived in. I felt like they were actually there in that time period. The clothes matched up appropriately. It popped with color. It was vibrant. It was so well done that I was just swept up into this world with not only a visual treat to look at, with the aesthetics of the time period and just the attention to detail, but also with the performances. So it was just like this great tornado of just stuff just happening on screen, and I was in it. I was on the ride, and I liked just seeing everything that was happening and unfolding. And that 2 hour and 6 minute runtime, it flies by. And like I said, I think it's because of the performances that I was just so glued to the screen, and I could not take my eyes off. So yes, does the actual biopic kind of fall flat a little bit? Yeah, I guess so. It doesn't really do anything special, but everything else about it just elevates it just a smidge above just being okay to slightly good. It's in that middle zone. So what did you guys think of The Eyes of Tammy Faye? Please comment down below on whether you loved it or you hated it. You know, I'd like to know your thoughts. Even though I don't reply to everything, I like to read them all. So I appreciate your feedback and support. But that will do it for this review, guys. I'm Chase Lee, and tune in next time for whatever I review next. I will see you guys later.